So, here are some of the opals that I have polished up myself. Each of these have absolutely no color in them whatsoever. They're still a work in progress, still getting the color bar to show up more along the tops, and trying to get the absolute best displays of color from every single portion of the piece. Most of what I do is usually freeform, but I'm trying my best here, guys. Considering that I'm just an amateur and I'm no professional by any means, I'm still pretty proud of how well all of this has been coming out and how well I've gotten all the color to show. This one has one of the brightest flashes of color. I would love to get that whole little section just to show color everywhere like that. Now, as far as actual shapes, the closest I have managed to pull off so far would probably be this one. I still have a little bit to sand down to make it smooth and flat, but this is one of my first little rings I had made. And then this was my first attempts at an oval. Obviously, you could see it still needs a little bit more work done to it, but I really didn't want to mess with it too much because it just had so much color that was coming out around the edges of it that I really didn't want to grind it down much more. And then my first attempts at crystal opal, or black opal. It was kind of a mix of the two. I'm not entirely sure which one it was, but it just had this beautiful swirl of green all right here. And I really wanted to try and display it the best I can. So I need to get this dome ground down a little bit more. But, yeah. As I showed earlier, I've already done these pieces here. And everything in here did have the absolute best display of color possible. This one's got a beautiful red bar that runs right through the middle of it. And got a couple of mosaics I'm working on here. I'm also working on a opal inlay ring at the moment. Still have to get it polished down, get a nice clear coat put onto it, but look at that fire. Fire, green, gold, blue. I try to choose the absolute best color that I can. And then again, each one of these are all natural gemstones. None of this is fake, none of it's plastic, none of it's glass. The only thing that isn't 100% real is these are brass rings. So they're not exactly the everyday use type of ring, but for special occasions or just to show off something a little cool. And then I'm also going to be working on small pendant necklaces, charms for bracelets, and I've also got a couple of earrings in the works, a couple of sterling silver cage necklaces, and some nice ones that I'll be working on in the near future to fit into actual rings. This is a 925 sterling silver, I believe. And these here are antique silver. These are sterling silver. But yeah, more coming soon, guys. Okay.